Good morning, YouTube. It is 10 a.m. in the great state of Texas, and yesterday was my YouTube birthday, and that's what we're doing in today's project. So, take 3 of doing this commentary. Had some issues with the editing, but I think we got it figured out now. So, this is what 1 year of epoxy overpour looks like. So, every time I do an epoxy project on this channel, sometimes there's a little bit of extra overpour on the blank, and every time I just save it in this bucket, and this is what it looks like over the past year. And plenty of other woodworkers on this channel have, or not on this channel but on YouTube in general, do stuff like this where they just save their overpour and they make these cool like rainbow type bowls, and essentially that's what we're going to do for today's project. So we did this last year where we saved up all of our epoxy from leftover pours and made a bowl with it to celebrate the birth of the channel. So technically today isn't my YouTube birthday. Yesterday on Saturday was my YouTube birthday. December 2nd, 2018 is when I first started this channel. And we have been doing YouTube now for over 5 years. We've been doing it for 5 years now, and we have come a super duper long way since the beginning. I remember when I first started this channel, I had no idea what I wanted to do, and then I just kind of accidentally got into woodworking, watching other people on YouTube, and I thought, you know, hey, maybe this is something I could do. Maybe I need a hobby, and this looked pretty cool. I never took shop in class. I never took woodworking in school. I never did auto shop. I never did anything. I was like a bit of a running nerd, so I did like cross country and track. So I had no background in woodworking or anything like that. Building Legos was about as creative as I ever was. But I got into the hobby, and then one thing led to another, and now we've been doing this for over 5 years, and we have come a long way from making simple stuff to more complex projects. And I'd like to say that we have really come a long way, or I've come a long way in my bowl making journey. So we've been doing a couple of different things on the channel. I think this year we did some Lego projects. We did one painting. I didn't get around to doing clay pottery or anything like that, but I think maybe that's something that we can look to doing in the future, which I think would be really, really cool. So instead of focusing so much on this commentary on what I'm doing here, I think we're just going to do like kind of where I see the channel going in the next year or so. So to address some things, I was kind of thinking about some comment that somebody left last year, or technically this year on my channel, is like, why isn't your channel bigger? And me personally, I do not care about the analytics of the channel. So I think a lot of people get into YouTube personally and they think they're going to have like 1 million subscribers and be Mr. Beast of X, Y, and Z subject matter in a matter of months or weeks, and it just simply doesn't work like that. And my YouTube journey is definitely not on that trajectory. So for me personally, it's not about the numbers. It's not about the subscriber count. Now, do I pay attention to it? I do. Like when we hit 1,000 subscribers this year, I thought that was really, really cool. I never thought we would have 1,000 subscribers to the channel. I was surprised when we got the first 100 subscribers on the channel. I think there's just so many woodworkers, so many people put so much into their channels and production value and have whole teams that do their editing, and me, I'm just not about that life. I just want to make simple stuff and, you know, look at it. My favorite thing to do with my channel is to go back and watch my old projects and watch the progression of where we've come. For me, that's a big reason why I do this, is because I just love watching progression of being unable to make anything to the point to now we can make some pretty cool stuff on this channel. And you guys are about to watch me do a silly little mistake here in just a second. But anyway, I personally am not worried about the analytics of the channel. If the channel grows and we get 100,000 subscribers or 1 million subscribers or no more subscribers, so be it for me. I think if anybody's trying to get into YouTube and you're watching this and you need some advice, I would say don't get into it because of numbers, because you will be more than likely disappointed. Some people do really well though, and some others not so much. It's just that there's, you know, thousands of us woodworkers on YouTube, and I think I saw something there like YouTube produces like millions or hundreds of hours of content every second or something like that. So do this because you love to do it, not because I mean, if your goal is to get 100,000 subscribers, go for it, but it's definitely not my goal on this channel. My goal is just to watch myself progress in my skill level and be able to like have a catalog of that. I think that's the coolest thing for me. But you know, you do you. But another thing that I would like to say is thank you to everybody that leaves a comment, everybody that leaves something nice to say. You would be surprised that a lot of people on YouTube, even though this is just woodworking, people love to critique. Everybody loves that. And I'm like, okay, I'm down for a good critique. But some people be leaving some crazy comments. I think I made a comment earlier in the year about working with pine board, and somebody left a comment to the tune of, "You must be an amateur woodworker because only amateurs work with pine," or some dumb shit like that. And I was like, Jesus, just calm down, man. It's just woodworking. But yeah, I guess part of it too is don't read your comments because people can be just weird on it. But thanks to everybody that's left a nice comment over the past year and everything. You saw my amateurism right there with bull blank flying off the lathe or whatever. But thank you for everybody that left a good comment. Thanks to everybody that supported the channel and that kind of thing. So obviously, you know, going forward, we're going to continue to do more bull projects. We're going to do some other things next year. Maybe some more Lego, maybe some more painting. Maybe if we have time, get into maybe making clay pots. I don't know. This channel for me is just to make creative stuff and be creative and have an outlet for that. That's mostly why I do this. But the channel might be all over the place next year with different types of projects. And right now it's December in the state of Texas, so it's kind of chilly. So working with epoxy, we probably won't be doing that for the next couple of projects. I think what we're going to end up doing is just probably more wood-themed projects, which is cool. I love working with just different types of wood, not just pine. But I think we'll probably do that for the remainder of the year leading into the spring. And depending on how work works out, I think we're going to try to keep up with our regular scheduled projects of just every Sunday. And I think that's something cool. Every Sunday I put out a project, which we've been doing now for the past couple of years. And I'm proud that we've kept that streak alive. It's actually something really cool. It's just like a cool little neat thing. Like, hey, we made a project. And there might come a time when I might not be able to do so. So until that point comes, we're every Sunday, and then we'll have some bonus projects sprinkled in there as well. But I anticipate keep on making projects. And, you know, sometimes I think a lot of these projects are the same, and they are. But for me, I'm not worried about making some ridiculous bowl with something ridiculous in resin. I think a lot of people do the most outrageous stuff with resin just for views, and it looks silly, but I mean, those are other people's projects, and I'm going to stick to what I like to do. And I think that's important for me, is just do stuff I like to do, not because of, you know, outside forces making you do projects you don't want to do. I think when this becomes boring and becomes a job to me, I think I'll stop doing YouTube. But this is just for fun. I'm not paralyzed by growth or numbers or anything like that. But everybody, thank you again. Here's the project. This is what 5 years, or not 5 years, this is what 1 year of resin looks like. But here's to another good 5 years on YouTube, another 5 years of making stuff. I know I love it, and I'm going to keep doing it. So I'm not worried about the numbers, worried about getting better at doing this. This is what I like to do. So hope you guys like this video. Hope you guys love the channel. Hope you guys like the channel, and stick around. And also, just don't watch me. Go watch some other YouTube smaller channels. Watch some bigger ones. They have really awesome projects too. But I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, peace. Alright, so project is done, and it is my YouTube birthday. So this is what the year of 2023's epoxy build-up has looked like. Tons of fucking problems on this project, but we've been doing this for 5 years. I think I'm gonna do like a compilation video of like where we've been in the past 5 years. I am definitely gonna do some different things for year 5. So we've been doing YouTube for 5 years now. I'm sure I went over all this in the commentary, but we've learned a lot. We've gone from, hold on a second. We've gone from this is the first thing that I ever turned on my lathe. And I still have the same lathe from 5 years ago. This is the first thing I ever put on there. So we've gone from that to this. So we've come a long way. We still have ways to go, but I'm really happy with where I've gone in the past 5 years as far as my woodworking skills. The channel, I think sometimes a lot of people comment like, why isn't your channel bigger? And it's like, honestly, because I'm just not that good. There's tons and tons of woodworkers on YouTube. So everybody that subscribes to the channel, thank you. Everybody that's left a nice comment, thank you. Everybody that's supported us, thank you. But this channel will never hit 100,000 subscribers. It'll never be as big as some of these other guys. And it's just skill level, and people dedicate a lot of time to their channels and have high production values. And that's great. And some people just don't, and I'm not too concerned about that. What I'm concerned about are like projects that I love to do. And you should do, in my opinion, YouTube because you like to do it. You should do woodworking because you like to do it. When it becomes like a job and a chore is when, like, what's the whole point of that then? But I'm happy with where we are in the past 5 years, and hopefully things will continue to grow. And I'm sure I went over that in the commentary. That, maybe, I say that we'll never get to 100,000 and we'll never meet these giant goals, but it's like, this is more of an anthology to me and where I've come in the past 5 years. So do it because you love to do it. Don't do it because the numbers and that type of shit. I mean, do that for that if that's what you want, but it's amazing for me going from this to something as cool as this. So happy birthday to us. There will be a big project that's coming out. I'm going to do, I'm pretty sure I'm going to do this, 30 days of turning after this. So it's going to be like 30 days straight of just projects. Now these projects won't be like this, but just 30 days of turning, because why not? It's my channel. I'll do whatever I want with it. But hope you guys liked it. Thanks for everybody that supported us, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right. Peace.